50 times 16 is not 80. Tea, no sugar. Hi everyone, I'm currently packing. Obviously now we're in a pandemic, so I'm a little bit anxious. Packing is already stressful enough, but with type 1 diabetes and everything that you have to carry, I get anxious, I get stressed, and there's just so much to consider. So I thought I would bring you along. Packing for a holiday is stressful enough. You mix in type 1 diabetes and then you're considering all of the just in cases, and then on top of that you have packing during a pandemic. Okay, let's start with test strips. So let's say an average of about 5 test strips a day. We're going for 2 weeks and 2 days. That's 16 days. That's 50 times 16. Hey Google, what's 50 times 16?
50 by 16 is 800.
Whoa, no, that's wrong. Hey Google, what's 5 times 16?
80.
Okay, so I need 80 strips. Each box has 50, so that's like 2 boxes and maybe 1 for spare. Sensor replacements, 2 boxes because each sensor lasts me 2 weeks. And I'll probably take a spare 3 of these bad boys. Insulin coolers. The weather's usually a lot hotter than it is here, so I definitely need to keep my insulin cool. 30 degrees. Also, FYI, how cool is my t-shirt? Surviving on insulin and happy thoughts. So I'll be taking a conjunction of different wallets, and I usually use this on the plane journeys. 2 hours, so it's not too long, but it keeps it cool pretty much for 48 hours. I'm also taking my favourite Frio, which means I can keep my 2 pens with me, my Traceba and my Nervo Rapid, both in here when I'm going to the beach or when I'm going to the pool. It's cute and trendy. And also this one, which is a new addition to my collection, which is by IBD Medical. It can fit up to 5 pens, and use the code T1 Diabetica for 10% off and free expedited shipping. This is my go-to gal. I also have this little device with me, which is a Med Angel. So I place this wherever my insulin is, and it will send a message to my phone if it goes over the safety temperature of insulin. And lastly, the My Sugar case comes with a gel pouch which you can freeze for 2 hours for my handbag to keep my insulin cool. Okay, next, for alcohol wipes. So a box of 100 should be enough. I obviously need my Freestyle Libre reader, my finger pricker, and the charger. These are next. I change my Lancer every day, but I will take enough with me so that I can change my Lancer every day. Okay, next I've got my insulin pen. I always make sure that when I'm traveling I carry a spare glucose tester and also a spare insulin. I always make sure that I carry one with me and one in another piece of luggage, just in case. Next, I've got my trusty adhesive remover. It's 1 spray of this and it comes clean off. Next, we've got our hypo fixes. Next on my list are these, which holds the device that I'm using safely in place on my arm. For anybody struggling with sensitivity to adhesive, which I was struggling a little bit with my Meow Meow adhesive, which means now I can hold it in place without actually having to stick the Meow Meow on. I make sure that I'm taking spare Meow Meow stickers as well as the charger. Yeah, I'm making sure that I have everything with me just in case. then I make sure I'm taking one of the batteries that I use in my blood glucose machine. Yep, we're still going. Next, my pen needles. So if I've got space, I usually take more than I need, just in case. Okay, so in fact, I do need the whole box. On to the more serious stuff now. My insulin. I need to take you to my butter compartment. Okay, so this is where the real maths tests me, or tests Google. So my fast-acting insulin I use during one day, and then I would times that by 16 to find out how many cartridges I need to take with me. Maximum 10 units, 15 to 20 units, say 5 units, contingency. I mean, would be a hefty meal, but maybe like 15 units again for dinner. Okay, so, what did I say? 10, do you know? 50! 50 times 16, which is, what is it? It's not 85. No! 50 times 16 is not 80. 800. Each one of my cartridges holds, I think, 300 units. So if I need 800, that's about 9 of these. 3 of these. 3 of these. 9. I'm gonna throw a 4th one in just in case. Okay, next I need my Tresiba, which is my long-lasting insulin. So I'm gonna just average that out to 20 units a day. 20 units a day for 16 days is 320. Yes! That comes to 2 pence. Yeah. So that's about 300 units in a pen. So if I need 320 units, that will be 2 pence. And I always take my Hypo Kit glucagon with me, should an emergency happen. I always make sure that I'm carrying Hypo Sweets, gummy bears, jelly babies, sweets, for that measured hypo fix. And who doesn't love sweets? I always make sure to carry some kind of snack with me. And last but not least, I'm making sure that I'm carrying masks and antibacterial hand gel to make sure that I stay safe and I'm keeping other people safe too. And that's it, guys. That's all the supplies that I'm going to squeeze into my hand luggage. I never put it in the suitcase because I don't want to run the risk of my suitcase going missing or a leak happening. I'd rather just keep it on me and know that it's safe. That is the reality for most type 1 diabetics or people with health conditions, chronic illnesses that involves emergency supplies and medication in general. So that's it. Stay tuned for a vlog on what it's like to fly during a pandemic and making sure that you are safe and keeping everyone around you safe also. Stay safe, guys. Ciao, peeps!